It's just the mess, and my news is real.
Child, the ghetto.
This is the Rumor Report
So my news is real.
on The Breakfast Club.
Woo, honey, it's ghetto up in here.
What to make you feel at home?
Listen, y'all did that. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gotta send me that, yo. I like that.
Hey.
Listen, so yeah, Master P is tired of his former artist speaking negatively about him after leaving No Limit. Now, his comments are inspired by his former artist, Fat Trail. I didn't even know that was his artist. This is
I know Fat Trail was his artist either.
Yeah, DMV based. I didn't know. Yeah, we got some of what he said. Go ahead, roll that for me.
If you don't want to be with me, I don't want to be with you. It's almost like in a relationship.
Yep.
I ain't trying to hold you back.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these artists, whenever they say they didn't want to be with No Limit or they figure that they could go and move on, I tear their contract up. I ain't took no money from them. I let them go. And some of them I didn't even sign contracts with. That's what I call ungratefulness. If you moved on 10 or 15 or 20 years after me, why are you talking about me?
Wow, we still.
I
forgot.
Yeah, and so if you look at it, right, who y'all know in this business allow people to go sign with other companies, but they never talk about those other companies after they moved on. They still talking about me. Yeah.
And another thing is,
But it should be a law. After 7 years, you shouldn't be allowed to go on no podcast and talk about nobody. Think about it. This is a statute of limitations. Please, if you ain't been around that person in over 7 years, please, you don't even deserve to talk about them.
I don't care if it was 7 years, 11 years. You don't. If you did something to me and I have something to say,
I'ma say it.
That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you're not the only one out here being talked about. We got Diddy. People still talking about Diddy. We got
That's right.
people talking about Mace because what happened to him.
They talked about Jay.
He's now Jay. So many people. So you're not the only person. And basically, it all boils down to this. Fat Trell said that he was promised by Master P that he would be put in a Menace to Society sequel that never came to fruition.
How can Master P do a Menace to Society sequel?
He never even did the first one or the second one. Now, Master P said he never mentioned making a Menace to Society sequel. He wanted to make a movie like Menace to Society.
Okay,
Yep.
that makes sense.
And he wanted Gucci Man to be in it, but Gucci was getting locked up all the time. But So he just was like, he put the idea to rest, but Fat Trell was like, yo, you still promised me to be in this movie or whatever. And so he was like, I don't want to be with you no more. Now, I see both sides. Fat Trell, I get it. He like, look, yo, that was like a bit of a temper tantrum to me a little bit, but I do believe him. I do believe that Master, because that man will talk a good game to you. Like, even with me, I got the hook up. I'm still owed some bread for that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You know.
Did he pay you at all?
Yeah. For the first scene, and then I did 2 scenes. He thought because he used 1 scene, he ain't got paid for the second one. No, I stayed there
And you did
for
2
13
scenes.
hours to do 2 scenes.
How much you owe you?
But that's not how it works, though. I thought you get paid for a movie. Don't you get paid for the whole movie?
No, I do by scene when it's come to a skit movie like that. It's
What?
you know. I got the hook up was a long skit.
It was a
Nah,
skit.
It was
a
a
skit.
bunch
You did a
of
couple
skits
skits. How much you owe you?
combined.
How much you owe you?
I like to charge $15,000 per skit.
That was a long time ago, though. So your number done went up since then.
Man, it ain't been 7 years, so I can still talk about this. I can still talk about this. I don't care. As soon as you give me the check, we'll be good, man.
Oh, so you was charging him per skit for the movie?
Yeah, well, actually,
Did he know
scene.
that?
Yeah, he knew what you talking about. He signed on it. What you talking about? We signed back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he owe you 15 racks?
Yeah, I try. I hit Romeo. I hit everybody. You know, but they got their own problems, so it's a lot going on. You know, so I'm gonna wait till it die down again. But Fat Trell, I get where he coming from.
Okay.
I get where both sides coming from too, but I think one thing that executives don't ever talk about enough is how much they put into the artist. Like artists are always talking about how much they're owed, but how much did that person spend on you? Now I don't know if P spent any money on Trell, but I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah.
Executives spend money on artists, and they be wanting their money back.
But it's 2 sides of the coin. If an artist is signed and he feels a way, he should be able to say what he wants to say.
Absolutely,
You see it all the
100%.
time.
That's what I'm saying. But I didn't even know that he belonged to him. I never knew that it was.
He belonged to him.
I didn't know
He was signed to him,
that
yeah.
he was signed to him or whatever. But it is what it is. I hope you get your debut in the Minister Society, and I hope I get my money, Trell.
Boy, y'all doing Master P dirty this year.
All right.
It's a list of people that saying Master P owed them money this year. Damn, P. Is it P year? It's a line.
For real, 7 and 7 years.
Jess,
whatever.
Trell, Romeo, who else?
All right, yo, shut up. Romeo owe Romeo no money, yo.
Yeah, Romeo was upset about that.
The money?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
You remember what Romeo said? He was upset about that. They made up now, but Romeo at around Christmas time he was upset about certain things.
I remember he was upset about something. I didn't know if it was about money, but see, you even you owe your kids, man.
Well, salute to Master P.
Yeah,
Salute to him. Yeah,
shout to Master P.
No limit, ain't no limit.
Nah, he's done a lot for the coaches. Shout to Master P.
Man, listen, Gabrielle Union reveals who she'd want to play her in a biopic. All right, this is funny to me. Gabrielle Union says that she'd want Ryan Destiny or Coco Jones to play her in a biopic as the younger her. I think that's good. Coco Jones, Ryan Destiny, that's cool. That's cool. I think even Normani could have been thrown up in there. If the story were to take place at an older age, she'd want Ashanti or Janet Jackson. First of all, I thought y'all could have cut the music right here.
Cut the music.
Even that is a little... What Ashanti got to do with this? Like, what does she have to do with this?
Yeah, I don't see the Ashanti Gabrielle Union thing.
And then, you mean you could play Janet Jackson?
No, Janet Jackson could play her. She said.
Why would? Yeah, that's what she said. But why would you say that? What are y'all smoking in that house, girl? No, why would you do that? First of all, why would
Janet Jackson play Gabrielle Union?
And then what do you do? Like, what do you be doing? No, listen. I love me some Gabby.
I can see Gabrielle playing Janet.
I can see,
I get what you're saying.
I'm not going to hold you. What the hell did you do for somebody to be playing you? And why do we need this biopic right now?
And technically, Gabrielle Union still looks so good after all these years. She can play herself.
That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, what? You don't even need nobody to play you. But what would you do in the movie? Usually, like, she wasn't on no drugs. She ain't never lived in the projects. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know Gabrielle's story. I don't know her story.
Nah, I'm telling you what it is right now. Y'all got to listen.
I'm telling you.
You know.
Yeah, and then her little cousin is Sweetie. Sweetie could have played her. You know, they both cool. They both, don't really be doing nothing like that.
Gabrielle looks so good, she could play herself from 20 to now. Well, how old is she now? She's like 40-something, right?
Yeah.
She could literally play herself from 20 to 40-something. That's how good
amazing.
she looks.
Or Zaya Wade could play her. The younger her.
You stupid.
I think
you stupid.
Listen,
I'm jumping out.
Because what we trying to do is give everybody a chance to act.
Inclusivity.
And I think with Gabrielle Union was my mother, baby. I'm gonna be in movies, so I think her daughter should play her.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
You're making me cry this
morning.
I
That's
see what she's
amazing.
saying.
Okay, I'm with y'all.
Huh?
I see what you're saying.
Okay. I think it would be amazing.
Okay.
I can see that.
And then D Wade could play the older her. See? Like, no, they my peoples. I love them. All right, cool. Whatever.
Stupid. Why you so stupid?
All right. That is Just With the Mess, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we got front page news. Biden, he makes a surprise visit to Ukraine. We'll give you some updates. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Just With the Mess is here.
I love Gabrielle.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.